Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. Today's class is RPR Residential. RPR Residential. Today, we will be going over RPR and what it can do for you. Remember that we have an RPR mobile class, an RPR commercial class, and we will be offering so much more in 2024. Now, what is RPR? RPR is Realtor Property Resource, and it is a subsidiary of the National Association of Realtor. It is nice to be with all of you. Thank you so much. When you come into Miami Realtors, right? This is our main page here. Don't forget that we do have still openings, it seems, to join us for the holiday party, $15 per person at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. And this year it's jingle back to the 70s and 80s retro attire if you choose to, right? And you're more than invited. You just have to register for the $15 and it will be on Friday. Registration closes Friday, December 1st. And it is on Wednesday, December the 6th. So we hope to see you out there. Coming back to our homepage, if you ever want details on RPR, you can do /RPR after you write your miamirealtors.com page, and this will bring you to Realtor Property Resource and Updates. This is comprehensive MLS data along with tax data for you to be able to use. Give me a second here while I make sure that you're able to listen in. And let's play this video here for you.
Dear Realtor, we heard you. You've been asking for a simplified RPR experience. So we've done just that. We've reorganized the layout on your homepage, increased the white space, the font size, the imagery. So with every login, you can just focus on what's necessary. Residential and commercial properties are now searchable from one area because, well, let's face it, a realtor should have quick access to any property at their fingertips. And to ensure faster productivity, well, we've created shortcuts to your most powerful tools. And now you can keep an eye on your market areas right on your homepage and view what you want the way you want it. And that's really what this is all about. You. Because when we're helping you live out your purpose of wowing clients and closing more deals, we're living out ours. Sincerely, RPR.
Just wanted you to see that you have this information here. And if you've never used it before, let's go ahead and get you started with using it. So just some details. You can log into the Miami Gateway, use your license and password, and then that will bring you to the Gateway dashboard, where this is the tile for RPR. When you click at it, if you've already set up your account, it will take you directly to your page. If it is your first time, let me go ahead and log out. Though I cannot simulate the entire process, I do want you to see that you should be looking at a page like this one, a platform built for realtors, real estate at your fingertips. There is videos, a contact us number, a live chat. And here is where if you do not have an account yet, you would click to create one. And you can use your last name, email, or if you know your NAR ID, you can use that. If you want to learn about your NAR ID, if you come back to the Gateway, the second tile on the top is My Miami Dashboard. If you click on that, it'll give you your info, and your NRDS number is right here for you to copy and come over and paste it in. Then you go ahead and click next. It'll ask you to answer a couple of questions. The association you belong to is Realtors of Miami or Miami Association of Realtors. And that will then send you an email and you can set up your login, and then you can come right back, log in, and this will be connected from now on, and you'll be able to do single sign-in from RPR here. I'm going to go ahead and sign in, and let's talk a little bit about what you can do. You can come into RPR You can take guided tours for property search, prospecting, market trends. So if you were looking for a guided tour, it'll give you the steps to prospect for your clients and customers. On the very top, you can switch from residential to commercial and toggle right back over. We're going to talk residential today. You can enter an address, a place, a listing, a tax ID. You can search for sale, for lease, public records, active, closed, etc. You can search for property types. You can search by price, beds, baths, and even search additional filters by clicking on the More Filter area. You could also come and do some research. You can do a property search, a map search, residential market trend, neighborhood search, school search, residential market activity, commercial site selection, commercial maps, insights, and how to research. There's a short video here that you can click and play.
RPR includes properties, neighborhoods, schools.
You can choose to do marketing, prospect for clients, for commercial clients, create a residential property flyer, commercial property report, RPR marketing tips. You can run reports, and the bell, I have it on, is a typical sound, and you can do reports. You can learn. There is an additional new RPR AI-powered market trend scriptwriter that we provide during our AI class, shareable market, and then you have webinars available to you. You can ask for help 24/7 at 877-977-7576, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can choose to live chat, go to the training area, or send an email to support@narpr.com. You can look at the work you've already done, so my markets and the market areas that I've done. You can look at my listings and search and see your listings. You can see your saved properties, recent properties that you've looked at, my reports and the reports that you've run, my notes, if I've added any notes in. And then, of course, you can, where I have my picture, you might have your initials. You can click to here and come and select the profile area. In the profile area, you can upload where it says change photo. You can add your photo. You can add your brokerage logo. You would have already set up the info, but you could change your password here. You have your contact info, and I invite you to go ahead and put your title, your office and office address. Add your phone number by simply clicking and adding it in, selecting what it is, and this information will then show in the front page or on the pages you create for reports in the system. You can add a fax number, email, or add more. You can choose to have a main, other one, other two, and assistant email. And then something that's important for me, your agent websites and information. As you start growing your social media and you create your website, this is a great place to add it in. Then the reports that are PDF will have a place for them to click and link to. An example here, just to show you, this I believe is, I'm going to open another tab so you can see. This is the free website that you get through Matrix. I've added a video. It has my info in English and in Spanish, another video here, a welcome, etc. And you have a find a property with your header with your contact. Your header with your contact details, all of your branding, okay, etc. Now you can put links like this in your profile by opening it up. And let's say I wanted to use my Instagram as an example. Here's my Instagram. So this is my profile page. Here is my details and info. And let's say I wanted to add this link. I would come and copy it. Come back into RPR. And I can add it in as an other and paste it in. You can do this with LinkedIn, Facebook, Proxio, Remind, Twitter. You can see the MLSs that you've added, and this is why Miami Realtors, your license, if you're licensed in other places and it's connected, your license number if you need to add it from another state. If you have assistants, you can add up to 3 of them to have their own login. You can choose to receive RPR updates and news, and that you've read the terms and policy, and you can click save on this page. Again, on the blue bar, we were on the profile. And to get here, we actually came to the very top and clicked to profile. Now that we've done that, we'll come to the settings area, or here in the blue, click on settings, either or. And this allows you to select your listing settings. So do you want to see as new 30 days out, or do you want to reduce it? Do you want to see recently closed 30 days out, or additionally? Do you want commercial to see how many days? And recently closed, how many days? And then if you'd like to restore the system default, you can. Just by clicking. And then if you want to save, you can click save. Now, additionally, I want to talk to you about the My Markets. Who needs to select this and who should have this is you. You can have several My Markets. And what this does, this information for these market areas will appear on your homepage and you'll be able to see them. So I'm going to come in and remove a couple and show you how you can, by zip code or city name, add them in. And now you've added your market areas, and very important it is to come and save. Why would you do this? These should be the areas that you farm and work in, so that when you open up RPR, it speaks to you. If I click to go to my home page, then I'm going to come and see. Sometimes you'll get this request, but I can see here on my market area that I have first the Fort Lauderdale 33324, which is one of the Weston ones. And then I can toggle to the bottom and see here's 33131. I can select Weston, all of Weston. So currently in all of Weston, there are 19 for sale, 23 for lease, 21 price changes, 23 pending, 10 have closed in the last 90 days as I had set up, 14 closed for lease, and 1 distressed. I can click and it'll give me the information. I can click and then see the property, see that this is currently under foreclosure. And this brings me to an item I'd like to share with you. Though we are in RPR, I want to take a minute and come back to the Miami Gateway and offer to you the free CDPE class that the association is providing to you. You just have to click into the icon here and you can get a certified class for on-demand course, and you see it here for free. Now, the CDPE, so you understand, is information on foreclosure and distressed property. So you are a certified distressed property expert, okay? And you come into here and you use it just like a shopping cart. And the code to get it for free, once you select your consent, right? Add the course to your cart, and then you come, even though it says 0 items, click in. You have it here, and the coupon code is, as you see on screen, Miami. And you can apply it, and it's Miami, all in lowercase, and you can get this for free. That's $499 certification that you can obtain for free. So think about it, because while I was here, this is a distressed property, and you may want to know the difference between a short sale, a foreclosure, or just a list pendants that's in progress. So if we clicked here, this property is actually pending, right, for sale. Just wanted to show you, right? And you have the pictures here of the property. It is listed. So they are working with a realtor. and they have listed the property. Those are all the pictures from the MLS. Let's see, I don't think I'll have street view, yes. But we can see some historical data. The property was listed in 2019. Certification, Miami Gateway, CDPE, and the code is Miami. When you click into here, it'll bring you to the main page. And you can select to add it, and the code to apply is Miami. Okay, coming back, I have the property here just for you to see. We can look at some historical, right? So you can see the pictures from the last time. You can view details. It's listed at 830, and you can see information. You can see where it's located on the map, the agent to contact, only accepting cash. And if you look at it, it's listed at 830 and it's valuated at 926. All right. Now we can come back, and that's why it was so important to engage and put the My Market information. What else can we do in RPR? Well, how many of you or who would like to share a property address for a single family or a townhouse? It's okay if you don't want to. I'll go ahead and add one in. Let's come and search for here, this one in Palmetto Bay. So we have this great property, and you could have looked at it from here, 8520, right? And start doing Southwest 147, and you see all of them appear. You choose which one. And here we have a property. It is currently for sale. It is a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,865 square foot. It's active with contract as of the 17th of November. I can see all of the photos from the MLS. Let me see if I have a street view for this one, and I do. This is a street view, a satellite view. Okay, a virtual tour. I come back, I can see historical. If it has been listed before, it was in 2011. I can scroll down and see the description, see property in the area. So I could click to go to the interactive map. This is my property, and these are the properties in the area. So let's say I'm interested in this one, and here you have off market, a property next to it. This is another one off market next to it. This one recently closed, 927 in the area. Okay, you can see the area and search here. I can click the back button and come right back in. I can see the description from the MLS, property facts, listing agent. If there's showing time available, I can click through it. We offer a working with investor class where we go over the valuate. I click showing time, leave, and it'll tell me this property status. Would you still like to show it? So it's telling you the status, and I have it here, and I can schedule a showing. Of course, I'm not, but I want you to see that you can. Okay, right from here. I look up and I have a map and location area, which is what we had seen. I could look at data layers if I wanted to. And it'll give you this median estimated property value, 12-month change, median sold price, median list price, pending listing. I can come in and click on market trends and see what the market trends are in the area. Now, most of them are single family, but I can choose to select single family up here, apply to all charts, and see months of inventory. There's 4.73. It's still a seller's market. They're selling at 96% of list to sold price, lasting 27 days on the market, and a median sold price in the area is 1.4 million, almost 1.5. And it's been up month over month. Active listings, sold public record, listing inventory for Palmetto Bay, 42 single family homes, 8 condo townhouse, 6 lots of land. Inventory and distressed for Palmetto Bay. Median estimated property value. Sold comp statistics. I can do a refined valuation and see the changes. And we cover this in a CMA workshop class. I can do a CMA if I'd like. Comparative analysis. I could get a neighborhood report and see the market trend for the area. We can switch it to single and apply to all the charts. And this is something as well that I can come in, right, and create a report for. So I can do a neighborhood report and choose to provide information and run it directly from here. So I have a property or someone lives in an area or they want to, I could actually come in and run a report. If I click back or I go back to the address, right? And back over, I can also from here save it. So this report is ready. We'll look at it in a minute. We can save it and mark this as a potential property that I want to look at. We can name it if we want to or leave the name. We can choose to print this page with information. Now let me make sure that you see what I do. Look what the printout would look like. Oops. Let me share it again. There we go. All right. I could also come and create a report. So if this is my property, right, I could come in and create a property flyer. And let's say I want to send this flyer to the neighbors. Well, I can come in, click. And this is why I said it was so important to put all your details, photo, logo, and your contact info, including websites, because it will come out in the report. And you can choose to have all the cover elements show. And let's say I want to select this photo. And I actually want to put the headline as open house. And let's put here a December 2nd. I can leave the information if I like. Click to run the report. And now I've done a neighborhood and a property report for the area. I can come up to the top, right? And come back to the address by clicking on. And I can actually come in and do a market trend report I can come into here. And let's say I wanted to give this info to my potential buyer or seller. I could create a report here, do a market activity report. And if I click here, I can actually select and say, here is the info. And maybe I only want to list for sale. And I don't want to talk about distressed. And I only want single family. So I can choose and I can run my report. So this is not just about the CMA. This is about great statistics and data that you can have for your buyer and seller. One of the tips that I wanted to share since I have you with me before I go to all these reports I've printed is you can actually come in and manage some custom pages. So let's say there was some marketing collateral from your office or one of the PDFs that the association has. You can actually click here to manage custom pages and add them. So I'll give you an example. Let's say that this was the marketing collateral that you wanted to use. And I'll share this with you so you can see the page if you're interested. So here's the co-branded page I've come to. And let's say that this is in Miami. So I want to see Miami in the rankings here. And I want to download this. And I want to add it to my RPR. But I also want to come back in and I really want to tell them something about wealth migration to the area. And I like this flyer as well. This tells you all the big powerhouses, financial powerhouses, and all the tech companies coming to South Florida. So I want to add these two in. Maybe it's to entice someone to buy or to see how they could sell. Now that I've downloaded both of these, I can come back to RPR and in my Manage Custom Pages, click to add. And I can select one at a time, open, and now I've added it, right? And now I can add another, and I can select my ranks and save. And now that's something that I can have or I can remove, but it's part of what I can do with my reports. So now I'm doing a market activity report and I'd like them both in and I'm going to run it and show them to you. Now I'm going to come back to the top and I can actually come to reports. Reports in RPR stay available for 30 days. 30 days. One of the great things is that you'll see them. So this one is finalizing my market report with those add-ons. And actually done, right? Initially, a neighborhood report for the area, and here it is. So notice that it has the area, all the area of coverage in the zip code. It'll have your branding and logo, all of your details, and this is what I wanted you to see. That when it's a PDF, it takes you directly, right, to it. And that's important. You scroll down and you have the housing stats. So medium home income, valuation, etc. Now, Connie, where did this come from? Well, I'm going to come back into my reports and click into here. And I want you to see that there's a market trend and a neighborhood. And in the neighborhood, I only showed you the one piece, but you have a summary for the area, housing info. So you see the median estimated home value, 12-month change, median price, list price, 12-month change of list prices, home ages, the percent to own ratio, owner rental. You have new listings in the market. You have people indicators. So what's the population versus the city versus the county versus Florida? Education levels. Population of children by age. Population of adults by age group. Households with children. Household income brackets. Occupational categories. Democrat or Republican. You have economy info. And then quality of life in the area. That's where the report came from. So when I come to reports, And I'm going to come and click on any. Right, just click through. And if I come to the top, this is my neighborhood report info that was here. And when I opened it up, that's where I got all this info. So it's great detail for you to give for someone who's interested in an area. And the most important, your info is here. Now let's come back to the RPR report page and let's look at that flyer. You can also create a property flyer. One of the things to do is when we teach the open house classes, we show you to create this and put it in conjunction with the registration page and say, register and I'll send you this flyer. And you just have one of these on an acrylic stand, right? Here you have the location, the photo we chose, information and details, including bedrooms, total baths, living area, building area, lot size, garage, year built, tax amount, school district, MLS number, and more. You have your branding, right? And your contact info, all here for you to print. One page. We also created a market activity report. And this was the one without the flyers. Remember, without the additional marketing collateral. And then let's look at the one with marketing collateral. Here you have zip code info, location, wealth migration. So you see here how we were able to add in those two flyers. And then you get all of the information. And one of the reports or things that I love about this one is number of new listings, the pendings and the closed. You have details on each. And then right towards the end, you get here the About RPR, where here it says that it's a subsidiary of the National Association of Realtors, offers comprehensive data, including nationwide database of 164 million properties, as well as the powerful analytics and dynamic reports. RPR's focus is giving residential and commercial real estate practitioners, brokers, MLS, and association staff the tools they need to serve their clients, and we call them customers in the state of Florida. The report has been provided to you by a member of NAR. So you are a member of NAR, and that's why you have access to this. Then it tells you about the property data, including listing information, public record data, market condition and forecast, census and employment information, demographic and trends data, business data, school, specialty data sets, so traffic scores, walkability scores, and then the school info, update frequency, and learn more. Now, something we haven't tapped into, and we're going to come back in, we'll click the address, is we haven't really talked about the schools. So when you're here in the property info, I can scroll down and I have some school info here, correct? So let's say I wanted to provide detail and I don't want to tell them what they want to pick or not, but I want to give them info. I can click on this and actually see a school summary with information, right? And the report, the school grade, comparisons, ratings, houses that are for sale nearby, and I can actually come and create a school report. What this allows me to do is to run a report where I can give them info on the school and have them make a choice. Now, I could also do research here on the top and do a school search and click the 33158 or Palmetto Bay and say, hey, this is info on the schools in that area, and I can run a search, and I could provide them a printout of this with all the schools associated to that zip code so they can look into them. How nice is that? And if they're interested, I could create a report. So we already did the one for the elementary school. So I can create the report here for the middle school. And I can click the back button. And I can click it for the high school, even though this is a private. Right? I can actually come in and enter the city, state, or zip code. So I can look for, let's say, Palmetto Bay. And that's that typical bell sound. So Palmetto Bay, Florida, we can do a search, and this will give you plenty of schools in the area. So they can look through whether they're rated or not, and if they're private, public. Okay. And you can do a printout here as well. So RPR gives you comprehensive and full data and things to do. Now, let's come to the reports. My reports, and we see them here. So we have the school reports that we did, the market activity, and you can then send them something like this and say, this is the school you were inquiring about. Here are my flyers, and here is your information. How many of you like that? So let's talk a little bit about farming, prospecting, and looking into an area. Is there a zip code that interests you, or do we just come to home and we start to do some research? All righty, 33179, thank you. Okay, we'll come into here. Martha, try to get to that, okay? So here's 33179, and these are the properties that are available. And let's say, oh, I like this one. Take a peek. I can actually come in and put what's for sale, what's for rent. Okay. And I'm looking here in an area. And here I have property info, map location. But the truth is that I'd like some market trend details because I want to be able to talk about the area. I click on market trends and I have the info here. And I can choose single family, condo, co-op, mobile manufactured, multifamily, lot land, family ranch, and single family condo all together. So if I do a single family update, I apply, and here is the pricing that I see for this area, median list prices, etc. And what I could do here is actually click to share, and I have October details on what's happening in my market area that I can click and share to Facebook, share to Twitter, click to LinkedIn, and more. So if I wanted to share this to LinkedIn, I could click over to LinkedIn. It's asking me to log in. Okay. And here I can share it in a post and write. And then I can come into what? Post it. And I can view it. And this is how the post looks for me. So I could do this for all of my areas. Isn't that neat? All right, let's come back to RPR. Okay, and let's come into little research. So I'm going to come and click on the homepage. And yes, it is. I'm going to show you more, I promise. So we're going to do a 33170 for Martha too, 33170. Okay. And I'm going to search it. And this time, instead of just peeking here, let's talk about here. Let's say that I really want public record info. And I really want just single family. Now, is there 33 in 33170? Is there single family? I hope. And I really want more filters. And what I'm seeking to look at, look how many there are. And what I'm seeking to do here is actually see if there's any pre-foreclosure. Okay. And right now I see that there are 9. Okay. And what I want to do is update And these are the properties in pre-foreclosure. And there's a couple of them in off market. So I may want to select them all. Right? All of them are off market. Select them all and create a mailing label. Right? And export. And I can choose property, owner name. I can choose to do only owner occupant. And that brought my export down to 6. And an absentee owner is 3. Just so that you know. So if I do owner occupant, I really want property and owner name, eliminate duplicates, and I have 2,000 labels that I could do. So I'm going to go ahead and click print here with you, and I'll show you the mailing labels. So these are potential people that are pre-foreclosure that I could be contacting. So instead of just doing a regular search, I could do the tax record search. I can come into the absentee as well. And I want the address to be tax billing for absentee. Why? Because this is a corp owned or owner that doesn't live. And I can come in and do a printout. Okay. And let's see. Here's my mailing label for those. I could also come in. So let's go ahead and close this out. And I'm going to click on my more filters here. I'm going to scroll down, remove this, right? And let's say I'm interested in only owner occupied and from 15 years or more. 1,000 owners. Why am I targeting this area here? These purchased recently, correct? Trying to navigate to those. And I can update. And what I like here is I'm going to get the results this way, correct? But I can also view it on the map by clicking the map. And now I can start to navigate. And how many of you like that you can come back in? So I'm going to come in, right? And I can select here. These folks have been. So let's say I want to farm just here. Now I know the area I'm going to farm. So what I'm going to do here is draw and do a freehand, which I'm horrible at. So bear with me. Of course, I said that, and now I was able to. And I just want to isolate my search to this area. You see how I brought everything back in? It's okay. I'll come back to my filters. And I want to say owner occupied. And there's 93. Update my search. And I want to see them. So the statuses are off market, right? And I could actually select all of these. Let's go back. Yeah, and create mailing labels. Why? I want to write to them, to the 93, and say, you know, have you looked into the property value? Have you done a comparable market analysis? Are you thinking of selling? I'm a realtor in your area. I'd love to work with you. How many of you like this? Okay, so I want you to see. Now, this was owners at address. Now, I can come in and do absentee owners in that same area, right? There isn't any because that's not what I chose. So I'm going to close this out and I'm going to click to my more filters. And in this instance, I'm going to put absentee owners and update. And that gives me 20 properties. So I might want to be doing what? Selecting these, click mailing label, all results, right? Export. And when I come to here, I have two people to contact. First, I have the current resident at the property address and say, why are you renting? With the prices that rentals are going for now, you could probably buy. Let's look at your options. Are you a first-time home buyer? Are you looking to buy again? And let me be in touch with you. I'm your realtor. And then you could do the tax billing and say, you've owned this property for over, and what was it that I had put 10 years? 10 years. Have you ever considered your return on investment? Let's get you that return on investment. How many of you feel that you now have homework? There's a couple of you. So anyone? Oh, to answer the question, I'm going to try to see if the recording is great, and then I will be posting onto our YouTube channel, but we have RPR classes there. I just will be sharing this one, okay? Allow me a couple business days to do so. I'm glad that some of you like it. Jeffney, did I not do anything for you? Oh, let's do something. Alrighty, let's look at your area. I had not seen that you had shared. Alrighty, we're gonna come to home. Let me peek. It was 33024. Let's look. I always like to look. So 33024, that's Hollywood. There's too many results right now, but we want to see what's for sale, just active. And let's peek. Well, look at how many we have, 108 properties. So let's get finicky. So we have single family. I'm not going to look at price, but I want at least 4 bedrooms. Let's see what happens. And there you go. I have 42 properties. I can switch and view them like this. I can have them by price, by address, by tax ID, by beds, by baths, etc. So this one looks interesting. I'm going to click in it. Right, it has a cabana. There are 89 photos. I see the details. My customer wants to see it. Look at the space it's got, you know, side yard, probably a lot of fun. Fun over here as well. Let's keep on looking. Those look like they've put in, right? Let's see if there's a virtual tour. Yeah, it's the pictures. Right. And let's say my customer wants is a lot of staging, yeah. But I wonder if the kitchen is actually like that. Oh, there's no way to see it, but my customer wants some info. Let's look at some historicals and see if it's been listed before. And it has. And, oh, there was the same one. I must have removed it and put it again. Let's look here. And this is the one from 21. They've had some floor change. Right? But I wanted you to see, look at those windows to both sides. Wow. Okay. And then if I come in and we look at the current ones, there's a whole bunch. So I always like to peek. Its location. Okay. So fun, an outdoor area, the pool with deck. In the interior, you see the floors have been redone. Okay, excellent. So my customer wants to look at this one. and we're going to do a showing. And I'm going to take him, well, I can come and create a report, and I can actually do a property flyer, select the picture. Maybe this is what they're looking for, right? And let them know, not open house. It's like showing on Saturday. Yeah, you want to give them a page of each. It's not letting me write so much, so we'll do it like that and we'll run it. And then not only do I want him to get this, right? We'll run that report for him, but I also want a market activity report. Okay, and I want to leave my custom flyers. And I want to talk to them about what's for sale exactly. And we'll run it. So I want them to have a market activity report. And we want a school report. So these are the reports. So we'll start with the high school. And we'll run it. So with a couple of clicks, my customer wants this property. Guess what? Is that the property? Yep, that's a property flyer to show them with all of my info, the details, and that picture highlighting what I think they wanted to see. I come back and I have a market activity report for the area that I can showcase to them with my details, what's happening in South Florida. I might want to have changed that one to Broward. And here we have the changes, what's going on, number of distressed properties in the area, market snapshot for the area, details, the number of new listings, pendings, and the prices. Not only that, but I also have the high school information that they required of me. Now, did I work hard or did I know where to click? RPR, Realtor Property Resource. It's a real source because you're a realtor associate. So now you know how you can use this to benefit you and your customer in what you do. And with that, I've gone over everything for this class. We will be giving it again on Monday at our HQ with a different twist, but I can't let you go without giving you these two details things. I have the RPR app, every answer in the palm of your hands. I wanted you to see this one, so I'm going to share it via the chat. And then I had another one that I really like, that it's RPR new users, and not just new users, but oh, how many tips you could use. Oh, and the idea here is I want you to start seeing some of this, and we update these classes continuously. So what I want you to do is I'm going to try to get this RPR up quick on YouTube and Miami Realtors Live, and it's youtube.com/miamitrainers. So you'll have it here and you'll see it on the videos, but we also have playlists for you to look at. So it'll be there on RPR, okay? And then of course, since you're members, this takes a little longer, but we'll try to get them up to Miami Realtors Live as well so that you can see it. So some of you wanted to review, I'll try to do that this week, okay? Maybe I do know where to click, but I always learn something new. And this, by the way, just so that you know, changed about a year or two ago. So we've been, and they keep on doing updates and items. So to me, it's one of those things like you're on your homepage and you want to see, oh, I stepped away. You can come here and view the recents, and here are the properties that we had looked at. Because sometimes you need that. It's just looking at something, I can't find it. And here it is. Okay. So here's the property we were looking at. And that's just from the homepage. I can come down, and if I had saved something, I could click to view the saved. I remember I had saved this. So let's look and see what I had said the other day was my next home. Oh yeah, I was struggling here with a $36 million condo. But all of that comes from where? From the homepage. And if you're working on something, never fear. My work, and you can see my listings, my saved, everything from here as well. Not just from the homepage, but also from my work. And there's help, on-demand training, and of course, the classes that we provide to you for free at the association. So I'm glad that you're seeing a view of its full potential. And I hope you use those blogs. I think I only shared one. The new user, oh no, I did. I shared both. I wanted you to see both. And with that, if you don't have any questions, we've finished for today, RPR Residential. Thank all of you for being Miami members and for being with me this afternoon. I really appreciate you, and I hope you feel it. We love what we do as Miami trainers, and we hope that you know it. Just a little recap. Remember that you have that free certification that you can take, the CDPE. So click the tile and take advantage of it while it's still available. And remember, the code to use is Miami, all in lowercase. Thanks again for being Miami members. Take care.